to Storyteller, where I find some weird stories and Teresa hears it all for the first time. I'm Courtney.
And I'm Teresa.
And do I have a story for you?
Ooh.
Picture this. It's December 23rd, 1927, 2 days before Christmas. You're in a small Texas town called Cisco, where life is quiet, the streets are dust-covered, and families are rushing to finish last-minute shopping before the holiday. The sun is warm.
Hey, what kind of last-minute shopping did you do in 1927? You're like an orange and a coin.
Bullets.
Yeah. Everyone gets bullets.
The sun is warm, carols are playing, children are bundled up in wool coats, clutching coins to buy candy canes. And suddenly, out of nowhere, something magical happens. A figure appears walking down Avenue D, red suit, white beard, boots, and a jolly smile.
It's Krampus.
It's Santa Claus. It would have mentioned his horns if it was Krampus.
I don't know. Maybe you didn't see him right away. You know, he's kind of a blurry figure walking up to you. And
it looks holly and jolly, and then he puts you in his sack and runs away. No, this is Santa Claus. Kids run towards him, shouting and laughing. He waves and keeps walking, the children following him like ducklings trailing a mama bird. He turns the corner and stops in front of the First National Bank. The door is open, Santa steps inside, and within seconds, all hell breaks loose. Because that man wasn't St. Nick. It was Marshall Ratliff, an ex-con with a loaded pistol under his coat, dressed as Santa to rob a bank in what would become one of the most violent and chaotic crimes in Texas history. This is the story of the Santa Claus Bank Robbery, the Christmas crime that triggered the largest manhunt in Texas had ever seen, left 6 people dead, dozens wounded, and ended in a mob lynching so wild that it still shocks historians today.
okay.
Get ready.
Buckle in, it sounds like.
It's very random. So who is this asshole with behind the beard? Marshall Ratliff was already famous among Texas law enforcement, and not in a good way. He and his brother Lee had recently robbed a bank in Valera and were caught, but unbelievably, they only served 1 year of their sentences before being pardoned by the governor. So just do whatever the fuck you want in Texas, I guess. Well, not anymore.
Not anymore.
In the 1920s, I guess, they were like, go ahead.
Texas is like huge on the death penalty and that kind of stuff now. And
I'm afraid to speed in Texas. Like, if I was driving through Texas, I would be a basket case.
and that's the thing is Texas is so huge. Like, it takes like a week to get through Texas.
Well, it would take you a week.
You stop.
This isn't drive
It
very long.
takes you a week to get to Missoula.
Lee was arrested again before the next robbery they were planning could go down. So Marshall had recorded.
What was he arrested for that one? Do we know? Was it another like mini bank robbery?
I don't think so. I don't know that it says
jaywalking. Got 10
it's
years.
Texas. Who knows? Yeah, they actually make him stay in jail for that one. Lee was arrested again before the robbery could go down. So Marshall recruited 2 fellow ex-cons, Henry Helms and Robert Hill, and a 4th man who was supposed to be an expert at cracking safes, but he got the flu.
Knocked down by the flu.
Even bank robberies can't escape holiday germs. He's like, you're on the schedule. I don't care if you're sick.
Rally, I'll drink some OJ. Get some vitamin C. Go get some sun.
You have a job to do. So they replaced him with Louis Davis, a quiet family man, desperate for cash and willing to risk it all for what he was told would be a big payout. Louis Davis had also never committed a single crime. So I love that they were like, we have an expert. And now we have Louis.
Yeah. They just wanted a fourth guy, obviously.
I guess.
Like, it had nothing to do with the fact that this guy was an expert safecracker and just everything that he was the fourth warm body. Is that what it was?
I don't know if Louis was like, please, I need some cash, and was like begging to come along, but like, why were you even talking about
the
it?
Pesky little brother. Take me with you.
Mom says you have to take me with you. The crew stole a car from Wichita Falls, drove to Cisco, and arrived the morning of December 23rd, believing it would be an easy job, just in and out and rich by Christmas. Spoiler alert, it did not go that way. It was... Ratliff put on his Santa suit, borrowed from a woman named Mrs. Midge Tellett, who ran the boarding house they stayed in Wichita Falls.
I love that. I love Midge.
It's such a cute name.
I want to be a Midge.
Grandma name is Midge.
Yeah. Call me Midge.
That's our Midgie.
Call me Midge.
I love it. I think it's super cute.
Do Midge. Caleb. Not you, Kendall. Not yet. Not Caleb.
I just love that they stayed at her boarding house, and I just want to know like what that conversation was like. Did Midge tell them she had a Santa suit? Like, was she like, oh, are you robbing a bank? I have like a great accessory for that. Were they like, do you have one?
No.
Did it come
we want to go and surprise some kids for Christmas. Would you happen to have a Santa suit?
I just want to know.
We're really into like kinky role playing. What's the whole stitch on Santa suits around here? Like,
hey, Midge, you know anyone with a Santa suit? And she's like, by golly, one right here. Like, they did not go into how that conversation went, but I would love to have been a fly on the wall for that. So, Santa suit acquired.
But Midge has nothing to do with it.
No,
she just provided the suit, but she had no idea what the suit was being used for.
It doesn't sound like she really knew what.
And she wasn't one to kink shame, so she didn't ask.
Yeah, she's like, you live your life. She was the one liberal in Texas in 1927. So one day before Christmas Eve, no one thought it odd when Santa came walking down the street around noon and walked towards the bank with a trail of excited children following behind him. To his credit, he answered their questions and tried to appear friendly as he nudged the crowd of children towards the bank. Like, he's just got this gaggle of kids, I guess, around him.
Like human shield.
No. No kids were harmed.
To his credit, he used the kids as human shields, but he was really nice about it.
He was super cute.
Come over here. Go protect Santa, kids.
An orange for you. And Thankfully, he was able to disperse the children before entering the bank.
Oh, good.
The tellers were equally excited, shouting, "Hello, Santa! Merry Christmas!" when he walked in. But Santa did not return. He dropped that cheerful facade. Taking in his surroundings, Ratliff saw 4 men, 2 bank employees, Alex Spears and Mr. Jewel Poe, and 2 customers, Marion Olson and Oscar Clint, I think, and then became distracted by 2 4th-grade girls entering the lobby from the bookkeeping room, Emma Mae Robinson and Laverne Comer.
From the bookkeeping room? They fucking work there?
Yeah, were you visiting their mom? Graders? Like, what? Yeah, why were the 4th graders? Why aren't you in? No, it was Christmas break. I can't. I'm always like, why are these kids ain't in school?
It's also 1927. Schedules were a lot different back then.
True,
They were probably like on break from the factory or something.
Came to cash their paychecks. Just then, Ratliff's accomplices entered the bank, pointing pistols and shouting, "Hands up." Customers screamed, employees froze, and Ratliff ordered the tellers to hand over the cash and open the vault. But then something happened that changed everything. A mother, being dragged along by her young daughter, who wanted to see Santa, walked into the bank mid-robbery.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Realizing what she walked into, thankfully the mother grabbed her child and ran, ignoring threats shouted at her as she left. Mrs. B.P. Blessingame was able to safely escape with her 6-year-old daughter through the bookkeeping office and the alleyway door. Once in the alley, she shouted, to no one in particular apparently, "They're robbing the bank!" It's just, "Hear ye, hear ye!" And she ran
Get the bell out.
The bank, y'all! The bank. She ran the 1 block to the police department.
What? In one block?
1 block. So, like,
did they map that out?
I don't know. Like, that just makes me wonder, like, did you guys, like, did you know the police department was 1 block away? Did you... These jokers, though, I'm not sure they even thought to look where law enforcement was stationed. I don't know. Anyways, alerting the chief of police, Bedford, and most of the Cisco citizens about the robbery in the process of her yelling. Like, so the police and everyone who had been on the street now knows there's a robbery taking place. And the shouting and announcement to the police and the citizens lit a fuse. The citizens heard it and ran for their guns because at this time, Texas banks were being robbed so often that the Texas Bankers Association offered a $5,000 reward to anyone who shot a bank robber during the crime. Not just turn someone in for bank robbing. You had to get a little murdery with it. A little Mamie.
$5,000 is a lot back then, though.
I would do it now for $5,000. I'd be like,
I don't know if I could kill someone for $5,000, but
kill anyone.
I could like blow out a kneecap and make sure that they were like.
I'm a decent shot. I could hit an ankle.
I'm not. I'd probably hit someone else.
It'd be an accidental murder on Teresa's part.
Dang it. I'm so sorry. And then they robber get away.
So they'd be like, "You shot my finger."
Like, what?
Thanks. So yeah, this is huge money. Again, I would do it now for that. But in 1927, $5,000 is a fuck ton of cash.
Well, everyone's robbing banks because they just keep letting them go.
Yeah,
I would rob a bank too. They were like, "Oh, you robbed us? Okay, well, you can sit for a year, then we're gonna let you go."
Right.
I'd be like, sweet.
You know, I would be like, "Can I bring my books?"
Yeah,
I would read for a year,
vacation.
and then jail sounds for Latin. No, I was just kidding. That was a joke. So suddenly it wasn't just police outside. The citizens are like, ka-ching, got that extra Christmas cash coming to me if I just maim one of these guys.
That's what that other guy should have done then.
Mm-hmm. The one that just needed some cash?
Yeah.
Yeah. He
just acted like he was part of his little posse.
Yeah.
And then just like shot them all. So is it like per? So would that be 15,000? Or is it just because it's one bank robbery?
I don't know.
5,000 per bank robbery, or is it 5,000 per bank robber?
Well, I tell you what, if I was in that business, I would know that, but I don't know that right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I wonder though.
But
damn,
still,
yeah.
A good double crossing.
Yeah.
I mean,
this story would have been so much better if it would have been like they got in the bank and the one guy was like, eh.
I told you I'd be getting my money somehow.
Jokes. That would have been incredible if there was a double crossing in this. Like, there's already quite a few up and downs, but that would have been so incredible. So half the town is armed and ready to kill Santa. Gunfire erupts and a full-blown shootout began.
How big is this town? Do we know?
I don't think it's huge, but I don't know if it's like super tiny. I was thinking middle of the road.
So we're talking like 10 people in this shootout, or are we talking about 100?
I don't know. It actually doesn't give me numbers right now of like the initial shootout. But there she goes.
Is it Cisco with like SYS, or is it like CIS?
CIS, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So between 1920 and 1930, it is actually its peak population.
Oh.
So it had about 7,500 people.
Okay, so a little bit. All right.
So pretty much double what it is now.
Yeah.
Kind of, so
okay, good to know. Yeah. So yeah, a full-blown shootout began. Bullets ripped through the bank windows. People hit the floor. Children screamed. Again, no children were hurt.
They just like to go around screaming.
I guess children beat children, and I don't know when the robbers
they scream for nothing.
When the robbers forced hostages towards their getaway car, the two young girls, Laverne Cormer and Emma Mae Robinson, were grabbed and dragged.
The fourth graders?
Yes. Yeah. Assholes. By the time the chaos calmed for even a moment, two lawmen had been mortally wounded. The chief of police, G.E. Bedford, and the deputy, George Carmichael. And dozens of citizens were injured, which is kind of surprising.
By themselves, though? Were they shooting each other?
It seems just chaotic and Nothing was going well in this. Over 200 bullet holes were in the bank.
Oh my God.
200.
Insane.
And Ratliff and Davis were both shot. Davis was critical after this. Remember, he's the one that had never even committed a crime before this.
Oh.
And was just trying to earn some Christmas cash for his family.
Buy them oranges. Maybe it's not like they grow on trees. Wait.
What? The robbers made it to the getaway car, but the tires had been shot out and they were almost out of gas.
Who was in charge of that?
That would be like,
you.
oh,
1,000%.
Like, I'm the first one.
Excuse me, we have matching sweatshirts, okay?
I'd be like, I've bedazzled our outfits for this outing, and you guys are being so rude about the gas being empty. Like, I'm the backbone of this operation. And you know, it'd be our husbands helping us, and my husband would be like, she could never remember to fill up the gas.
I should have done it. I knew better. I should have done it myself.
You'd be like, she said she had it handled, but I knew she didn't.
I was too busy preparing the guns.
I would plan the bank robbery to the most minute detail. Like, I would know, like, the sun was in the sky.
You would know that the police department was a block away.
I would know that. I'd be like, they're on their fucking lunch right now, like, with it in and out. And we get there, and somebody would be like, why is the car chugging? And I'd be like, that's weird. Huh. Gas is out. Car's out of gas. Kill me. So they ditched the original car with its shot out tires and gas fumes, and they tried to take another car, an Oldsmobile driven by a 14-year-old boy named Woody Harris. Woody handed the car over, but in the most heroic, chaotic teenager move in history, Woody kept the keys.
Go, Woody. Love that.
Woody skedaddles.
Woody didn't even like plan it. It's just muscle memory.
Probably.
He probably was like trying to be all heroic and he just like panic, muscle memory, just like that's what you do. Like,
yeah.
I got that car and it has like the push button thing, and every time I like go to shut off, I'm like, oh yeah. I just push a button now.
You're doing amazing.
Still searching for the fucking keys.
Doing amazing. So Woody skedaddles, leaving the group to transfer all of their stuff to the newly acquired Oldsmobile, only to realize they have no way to start the car.
They didn't even find out until after they transferred everything.
Nobody was like, hey, did you get the keys? Again, that would be me. I'd be like, where's my phone? That's actually you.
I'm real bad with my phone. I'm like, it'll turn up eventually.
Somebody will call my husband and be like, her phone's here.
The bars call. Like, Teresa left her phone.
In this case, it'd be the police being like, calling Sean, be like, she left her phone at the bank. He'd be like, so the time that this whole car switching debacle allowed like the police and the angry townsfolk to catch up to the gang, Santa and his men were trapped again under gunfire. They fled back to the original getaway car, leaving their dying accomplice behind, Louis Davis. In a moment of pure karma, though, they forgot the money with Davis in the car. I cannot tell you how much I just like picture this whole thing as like an episode of the Three Stooges.
So they had good intentions the first time. They're like, okay, we're going to bring you with us, buddy.
Yeah.
Like,
and after that, they were like, we
okay,
can't.
This is just too much. We can't. I'm sorry, we're going to leave you behind. But they also forgot
oh my god! Fucking money! Oh my god!
This is made up.
It's not. It is totally real.
Why is this not a movie?
I can't believe it's not like more talked about.
Is this what the Three Stooges is based off of, you guys?
I would not be surprised. Like that's what I just picture everyone, the hairstyles as they're fleeing, pants are falling down. Like it's just a shit show. So the surviving three fled into the icy countryside with guns, wounds, and the two kidnapped.
The icy countryside?
Yeah, apparently during this, it is very cold. They're dealing with some snow, sleet.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
so, which I guess if that does happen in Texas, like when it does come about, it's fucking awful, I guess. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it does, it's terrible. Okay. So, yeah, so they flee into the icy countryside with the guns. They're wounded, and they also bring the 2 kidnapped little girls still in tow. Yeah, forgot about them. Thank God.
You couldn't leave them behind in the car? You leave the fucking money, but not the 2 kidnapped girls? And now they're in the almost out of gas car.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The mob.
How the fuck did they get away?
I don't know, because the tires are shot out. Like, I don't think they got far, but the
tires are shot out, and plus, like, it seems to me like there's a mob shooting at them, right?
Yeah. So I have no idea how this keeps happening, how they keep getting away.
Like, okay, so they leave the bank. So I at first I was assuming that the getaway car was outside of the bank. Obviously it wasn't, because you said that the mob had to catch up to them.
A little bit.
So I mean, did they go on lunch break?
I don't know what is going on.
Oh, boys, it's noon o'clock.
Yeah.
We'll catch back up to you.
Yeah. I have no...
And to sit there and like switch cars too.
Multiple times.
Okay.
It's very unclear, but it is...
I really wish that CCTV was invented back then.
Could you imagine?
I could really watch the CCTV on this. Oh my
gosh. I would love some, video footage of how this is all going down. So the mob finally catches up. I, again, don't know what they were off doing. They find Davis in the car along with the money. The mob does temporarily give up chase, handing the money back to the bank and taking Davis to the hospital. He did pass away later that night. And I know he's a bank robber and he agreed to be part of this, but I do feel bad for Davis.
I don't think he just knew what he was getting into.
I think and
crime does not pay, kids.
No.
Because easy money, it's not.
It's not.
Die.
So Davis is in the hospital. He passes away, and the other 3 are on the run now. Okay. So for days, Texas law enforcement, Texas Rangers, armed citizens, and even an airplane.
They still have the little girls.
Yeah, for the time being. Okay. So it sounds like they did not get far after abandoning their Davis to die. The robbers abandoned the bullet-ridden car and the 2 girls several miles from town. Thank God they left the 2 girls, because...
Are they the only ones with cars? Them and a 14-year-old in an Oldsmobile?
I'm still just so confused. Is everyone else on foot?
Like, you're in a car with no tires.
How are you the ones ahead of the game?
How did they get away? Like, is that the only car in town? Like, was everyone else too busy hitching up their horses in the wagons?
I know, what in the world? So, so they ditch the car and they do continue on foot now.
Okay.
Thievery not complete yet. They steal another car the next morning and manage to evade the search parties for a while until they wrecked the car near Putnam. I have a problem with this. Maybe I'm the only one with this thinking, but if I'm trying to elude the law, I am not acting a fool while I'm driving. Like, unless I'm actively being like, there's a cop car right behind me, which I don't know that they had a cop car. I don't fucking know. I don't know if because the chief of police got shot in the first shootout, if things were just so disorganized at first, and that's why they were getting away. Anyways, just a theory. But these motherfuckers, if I am not being actively chased, I am driving that car as though like Miss Daisy's on the back. Like, I'm not erratic. That's how Ted Bundy got caught one time too. He escaped from jail one time, and then
Bundy got out a lot.
Yeah, but he got captured one time because he was driving erratically. Like, guys, get it together.
Just drive normal.
Don't take that
or
tip.
Just don't drive at all.
Or don't commit crimes. I don't know.
There's that too.
Car wrecked. They commandeered another vehicle driven by Carl Wiley. During the seizure of the car, which sounds like was maybe like right outside of his house, Mr. Wiley realized what was happening, Carl's dad, and he grabbed his shotgun and he fired it at the fleeing car, hitting Carl, his son.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone is so bad at what they're supposed to be doing in this story.
1927.
Yeah.
So, Prohibition.
Yeah.
Bathtub gin.
Oh, everyone just be hallucinating. No wonder they couldn't catch these guys.
All drunk and high off of bathtub gin. That is the only excuse I can think of.
Seriously. It's so bad. Everyone's terrible at everything they're supposed to be doing. So the bandits forced Carl to drive them and essentially took him hostage for 24 hours. But when the 24 hours were up, they let Carl go and have his car back, and they stole another car. So the two wounded men, especially Ratliff, were doing very poorly due to their wounds, lack of food, and the icy, sleeting conditions outside. Apparently the weather had not let up throughout this. Finally, the law caught up to them. A final shootout for now broke out after the officers ambushed them trying to cross the Brazos River. Ratliff went down, shot multiple times. Santa had been caught.
Aww.
He didn't die. He was taken into custody, but his two, co-conspirators, Helms and Hill, there was an intense manhunt from them because apparently the area that they were in.
So once again, they managed to get away on foot?
Yes. And it did say that there is trees in this area, so it does lend to like hiding, but
okay.
So an intense manhunt, commences for these two, directed by Ranger Captain Tom Hickman and Ranger Sergeant L.T. Lone Wolf Gonzalez. Sounds like a wrestler.
What are they, the luchadors? Were they wearing the mask?
Yes. Oh my God. Hell of a name. So it's, I think these guys, they're being directed by these two, and they're directing more than 100 men of a posse, and then an additional 50 officers. They pressed on
at least 150 people looking for these guys.
Yeah, could be a little bit more, but at least that many.
Okay.
To find two fuckers in the trees. Yeah. And I don't even know that, like, these Helms and Hill, Ratliff, I don't know that they're from this area. So these guys are literally flying blind while this posse of men and officers are more likely to know this area, and they're still eluding them repeatedly. Oh my God. It's wild. So all of the posse and the officers, they pressed on so to not let the wounded men an opportunity to rest. So despite being on foot and airplane assistance, the search team could not spot the fleeing men. They were still like with an airplane too.
Isn't there like footprints? As you said, it was snowing and sleet. Like there's no trail of footprints. So trail of blood, something to follow.
Yeah, eventually they do. Before they spot these footprints, though, two more men, as part of the search party, were wounded from accidental discharge of their own weapons. So
we got gin strikes again.
They're passing it around during the manhunt, and everyone is like, "Oh, my foot!" Everyone was just doing such a great job. I cannot. So bringing the total number of wounded to 9. I guess we're counting the ones that do it to themselves. I don't know.
I'm actually curious to know how many of these people actually were wounded or killed by the bank robbers now.
Yeah.
And not just by each other or themselves.
Right. Do you guys have proof? Or?
Yeah, like dad shot his son. They're shooting like their own feet and stuff. Like what?
It's calamity after calamity. Like, oh, it would be a great, like, I know people lost their lives and we're just like laughing through the pain, but it would be a great like comedy.
It really would.
Oh my gosh. So, recovering from wounding themselves, the trail was eventually picked up, and the end of the chase evidently was not far off because the footprints were spaced close together, showing that the wanted men were wearing from the long chase and weak from the loss of blood. Mark showed that to climb even a small rise, they had been forced to crawl up, which is fine. Ain't no shame in that.
I've been doing that a couple times. You wear the wrong shoe. You have a little too much to drink. There are plenty of hills
Crawling
I crawled
is there.
up.
We learned to crawl for a reason. The men are finally apprehended in Graham, Texas on December 30th, 7 days after the bank robbery. They had been attempting to find a location of a rooming house in Graham, but the man who they had asked directions from noticed their pistols and surprisingly got a shifty vibe from the exhausted, dirty, blood-covered men. And he notified authorities. If you see something, say something. And he did it.
Snitches get stitches. They don't. They
get $5,000 apparently. Presumably exhausted, the two men were finally just taken into custody without a fight. I think they were like, can we get a sandwich and a bed?
They were probably just so tired. Tired and cold and hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I'm done.
I would have turned myself in long ago.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just going to sit down now.
Way too much physical activity.
I don't even have enough energy to crawl up the hill. I'm just going to sit here at the bottom of it.
Hope somebody comes and gets me. So Hill was captured with 3 pistols and Helms had 4 on him, but they did go peacefully without a fight. Robert Hill pled guilty, and at his sentencing trial, his court-appointed attorney had him take the stand to describe his boyhood as an orphan growing up as a foster child at the Gatesville School for Boys, a reformatory for the criminally convicted minors. That also served as a foster care for some children.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. Apparently, the jury felt a little sorry for him because they didn't give him the death penalty and instead gave him the life sentence of 99 years.
Death penalty was on the table?
Yeah.
Well, I guess there was a sheriff and a deputy gunned down.
Yeah.
And possible others, but maybe not by them.
Yeah. So it does.
You said, 6 total died?
I think 6. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So he didn't get the death penalty. He got 99 years. And Robert Hill repaid the citizens' goodwill by escaping 3 fucking times.
Oh my God. 3?
3 times.
You think at some point in time they'd beef up security? Do something?
Internal investigation at that prison. God. Thankfully, he was caught each time and eventually stopped trying to escape every fucking day.
This is just getting so exhausting.
He's like, I'm tired.
I keep digging the same hole and just keep filling it back in.
His newfound restraint got him paroled in the mid-1940s, meaning he served about 15-ish years of his 99 years, which is more than the 1 year that...
Yeah. Was significant reduction.
Originally, death penalty was on the table.
Yeah, death penalty to 99 years to 15 years, but mainly because you stopped trying to escape all the damn time.
Right? Yeah. So once free, he did change his name, and from all accounts, he did become a law-abiding and productive citizen. So good for him. Henry Helms, however, he was identified as the man who had shot the police officers, and he tried an unsuccessful insanity plea. And he was executed in the electric chair on September 6, 1929. His family did not claim his body, leaving it to the state to bury it in the prison cemetery that convicts affectionately called Peckerwood Hill.
Sorry.
There you go.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Marshall Ratliff, the man behind the Santa beard, didn't even make it to his second trial. He had 1 trial and was sentenced to 99 years.
So he got shot a lot, though, because he got shot at the bank.
Yes.
And then there was the other standoff, and he got shot. At the river,
yeah. Mm-hmm. And he got hit a couple times and then was finally taken into custody. So he was just like
bouncing back.
Mincemeat at this. Yeah. So he goes through a trial and he gets sentenced to 99 years. He attempted to appeal.
Was death penalty on the table for him, too? When they decided to do 99 years?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
So, which is surprising when Helms, I realized that they decided that Helms had killed the police officers, but Ratliff was the leader. He was the guy putting this elite team together.
Elite team of special forces.
Kinda. Marshall Ratliff, the man behind the Santa beard, didn't make it to his second trial. So he was first charged with armed robbery and went to trial for that, and that resulted in a life sentence or 99 years.
Okay.
But he also faced another trial in Eastland County, this time for his contribution to the death of the 2 lawmen. His lawyer asked for a change of venue, And so his trial was transferred to Abilene, and that was his trial for the death of the chief of police. And then for the deputy, it was transferred again to a different small town of Anson.
Wait, I thought the other guy got charged with killing those two.
Apparently he must have been also charged in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Abilene jury gave him the death sentence, and the Anson jury gave him a second life sentence. Okay. So he gets a death sentence and then 2 life sentences.
Okay.
So the citizens of Eastland County, where he was originally charged, his trials were in the 2 other towns. They're infuriated that he hadn't been executed yet. Like, they're like, hey, he was sentenced to death. So let's get the show on the road. And then
Texas has an express lane for that stuff.
Yeah. They've been long running with that feeling. So as Ratliff watches Henry Helms, or they're being held at the same place, and the day that Helms was electrocuted and sent to death, Ratliff is like, oh, I'm going to start playing insane. I'm insane. They're actually killing us. I don't want to do any of that. I'm insane.
I tag out.
Yeah. So, he's a pretty good actor because he convinced his jailers, Pack Kilborn and Tom Jones, that he really was insane. They had to feed him, bathe him, and take him to the toilet. And they must have let their guard down because they thought he was insane.
And he escaped.
He attempted. Yeah. On November 18th, he attempted to escape, mortally wounding Tom Jones in the attempt. Not Tom Jones.
Not unusual by anyone.
So
it's not unusual
this community
to have fun with anyone. Sorry.
No, it was great. Keep that. So he doesn't escape. He is, captured during this time, and the crowd, this area is already pissed off that he hasn't been executed yet. So they hear about the attempted escape, the mortal wounding of Tom Jones, and a crowd from the community begins to gather the next morning, and by nightfall had grown to over 1,000 people outside of the jail.
Dang.
That's not a good sign.
No.
They began demanding Ratliff. Kilborn, the one jailer who he hadn't hurt, refused.
It's 1,000 people versus one?
Yeah. So not shockingly, he's overpowered. And the mob rushed in and found Ratliff.
And after he killed his buddy Tom Jones, he's still willing to try to protect him.
You're a good guy, Kilborn.
Way to do your job.
I know. I'd be like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, here's the keys. My bad.
Oh, no, I left them on my desk. Dragging him out, they tied his hands and feet and headed for a nearby power pole. The first attempt to hang him failed when the knot came loose and he fell to the ground. Oof. The second time, however, the knot did not come undone. Ratliff was pronounced dead at 9:55 p.m. on November 19th. For some fucking reason, several thousand people viewed Ratliff's body the next day, where it was on display at the furniture store in Eastland.
Ew. They just all lounged out on the couch.
It didn't specify. It didn't specify. So I guess.
Like on the bed. Come test this bed.
They're going to review this when when we die and we're trying to get into an afterlife, a cushy one. They're going to be like, you laughed at this.
It's laughable. Look at the furniture store.
What the fuck?
And why is his body on display? Why are people viewing it?
So in the 1800s, when outlaws were captured or killed and stuff, I think they did it with Henry Plummer and the vigilante gang. I get confused. Anyways, they would put them in their pine box and they'd lean them up outside the sheriff's office so people could almost view. Again, this is in the 1800s.
But isn't that so they could see that okay, and
it's actually them.
It's them, and they can they died and we saw their body.
Yeah.
We can testify to that and everything. Wasn't it that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Because just the transportation system and stuff back in the 1800s.
Yeah. That used to be done, but apparently they're still fucking doing it in Texas in 1927. What Texas, a weird thing. So, anyways, thankfully a judge ordered the corpse to be locked up. Just one. He was only on display for one day.
Did he go to Peckerwood?
No. Ratliff's family took possession of the body and arranged for a funeral in Fort Worth. No one was ever charged in the lynching because there was 1,000 fucking people.
Too many damn people.
I cannot believe that.
Well, honestly, I feel like that's their fault, though.
Yeah.
Like the governor's fault for party. Like, if you keep robbing banks and this keeps happening, you're like, oh, I'm just going to let you go after a year. Eventually, someone get tired of it. You know, they're like, well, we obviously need to take matters into our own hands.
Yeah. And then they killed lawmen and they kidnapped little girls. I know they let them go, but yeah.
The fact that they remember to grab the little girls and not the money.
Oh my God. It's like Mr. Bean trying to fucking bank. Oh.
I do feel like we could do a better job.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think I'd be okay at it. Apparently it's in my blood. And that is the story of the Santa Claus Bank Robbery. 6 people were dead by the end of it. Dozens were wounded, and it became part of Texas legend, even celebrated in local lore. Today, the First National Bank in Cisco still stands, and it's home to murals all over it painted of, you know, photos and newspaper articles memorializing the most violent Christmas robbery in American history. Which that makes it sound like
I wonder if there's a picture of him at the furniture store.
I don't know. I should have looked that up. I will look it up, though, for social media. If I do find anything, I'll put it. It's kind of hard this time period, but you can find something. So, yep. This is a place where once upon a time, Santa walked into a bank and walked out into a gunfight. Do you want to hear a little song I made up for this episode?
I do, yes.
Santa's got a gun. That's it.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed today's episode of Storyteller, please leave us a review, share the show, and join us on our social media pages, where we're also very funny. And tune in next week for another tale you won't believe is real. Until then, only use the drive-thru at the bank this holiday season. Did you know that my biological father robbed a bank?
What? Oh, yeah, I do remember you telling me that.
He's never been caught.